Hey, it's Daryl from Barbecue Superstars, and wow, Q-wow. We made it to, what's the name of the city?
Artesia, New Mexico.
I keep wanting to say Artesia. It's Artesia, New Mexico. Now, friends, we flew into Roswell and got off the plane. I figured it was going to be nothing but desert. I got out, and there was a cow farm that had over 500 or 1,000 cows. They were milking while I was there. They had bales 15 foot long and 6 foot wide. And New Mexico is nothing like you thought. And I stopped about 50 times on the way here to shoot the different agriculture. But you know, they got sprinklers and water systems, and the circle they make is exactly where the green is, and everything past the sprinkler is desert. And so New Mexico is a wonderful place. Now, folks, we got this young lady right here and her husband that have organized a great contest, and the heat's not bad because it's dry heat, and I have to agree with that. I've been here all day. I stayed out in it pretty much all day shooting the town. The town itself is so modern down Main Street. Great restaurants, great places to shop. This place is set up for a lot of the barbecue teams to get out away from the politics and get out here and have a great time in the middle of the desert and have a wonderful time getting together and competing in a great competition. But now this lady young here, she is the main organizer. Okay,
we're the main organizer.
Okay, and they've got this competition together. So what I want to do is start off with you, if I could, and tell us a little bit about what came into place for you to start such a big contest in New Mexico.
Started one Saturday morning with coffee and flipping through the channels. David came across a barbecue pitmaster show. He said, let's just watch this while we have a cup of coffee. And about 5 p.m. that night, he said, you know, we really ought to get something else done today. They were having some kind of...
They were doing a marathon. They were doing a marathon of pitmasters. We watched it all day long, and that's what happened. TV did it to us.
So then we called up KCBS and said, how do we get to be a judge? And they told us, and we thought, well, okay, that sounded easy enough. How do we organize one of these? And they told us what we needed to do, and we did it.
Myron Mixon is the man. All right. All right, so now we got the organizers here, and tell us what your names are.
I'm Ralph Williams.
Karen Williams.
Okay, tell us how many teams have made it out this time.
Looks like on the roster we have 34 teams this weekend.
Wow, and what parts of the country are they coming from? All parts, or the West, or?
I know there's from Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico. I think there's some Colorado teams coming in. So Arizona, 5-6 states, they're coming from all over.
Wow, man. Now, what do you think in your mind? I know you're reps, you do a lot of contests. What brought them out to this town?
I think the location, the fact that it's a new contest, they're excited to see something new start up, and it has potential to be a very large contest.
Yes. Now, folks, I tell you, I know in a lot of you barbecue competitors' mind, you're saying, New Mexico, it's going to be sandy and dry. And now, folks, 10 miles out, it's green. Now, you get 10 miles out of that ring, it's desert. I flew over and seen it. But they're inside that 10-mile jurisdiction that you have, that it's green. I mean, it's not going to be what you expect. If you got bad allergies and come out here and stay a week, it's going to help you out a lot. So what are your plans for the future? I mean, next year, how many teams do you think you could accommodate?
We can accommodate 60 teams easily.
Okay.
Easily. And if I have to, we'll make room for more.
What kind of power have you got right now? How many amp breaker is it?
You're beyond my knowledge. I know that each of the utility locations has triple electricity, so they each have one of the round 30 amp 110s, and then they have 210s. Plus they have water at each of the utility hookups, all 60 of them. So they
no, wait a minute now. This is like Guy Cummins and the National Barbecue Cup. You're doing this on a fairgrounds, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so each one of them has like their own camping area, sort of. Oh, wow. Okay, so
Shade tree.
with the shade
tree. Yeah, now there's trees out here. Folks, there are trees in New Mexico.
Pecan trees. Lots of pecan trees.
Wow.
Trees are in town. They're in town trees.
In town trees.
Yeah, we don't allow them out of town.
Well, now, we just found out last week, pecan is a hickory variety, and that's why people like to use it so much. I don't know if everybody knew that, but it is a hickory variety, so it's a hickory, but it's a pecan nut that's grown on it. Okay, well, looking for this weekend. You guys excited? Has it been a good thing so far?
It was a good flight out, and we've met a lot of the teams. We had great organizers we got to meet today for the first day, and it's going to be a good contest. We've seen the trophies. They're exciting. I haven't seen anything like this, and I think the cooks will be extremely pleased.
Well, have you got golf courts out there and all that stuff?
We do. We've got rangers out there so we can get around fast. And
Which is the only reason why we're still on our feet tonight.
How far is the turn in from like the main part of the team?
40 feet.
100 foot to 150 foot. Not far. It's very close.
Very close.
Well, we were at Memphis and May, and it was 2 miles long, and the furthest team out there had to walk a mile. So it's nothing like that. So good logistics, good. A lot of bull barbecue comes out and dominates this contest. We've seen it on. He's out there he's gonna win an easy grand this weekend and pick him up a check, is what he's thinking. Now I don't know if he'll do it. Yeah, so
He's got some competition. Johnny Trigg be pulling in town here just in a few minutes. Smokin Trigger's on his way in. He's got Trish with him, and Mad Max is here. They're players. Texas Rib Rangers here. Porky's Revenge. We got some players.
BBQ from Oklahoma. Butcher's coming.
all right, I'll make you a deal now. If you'll sign up for a contest next year and let it get up to 60, I'll come back and I'll interview you. And you know the big thing Barbecue Superstars always does. The results will be live on the radio, and we'll shoot them and put them up for a permanent record on this event. So come on out next year and support these guys, and let's fill it up. And, we'd like to see some Georgia teams and FBA teams. And we were at the Academy of Country Music Awards last year, and, we had representation from FBA, GBA, SBN. Everybody was out there trying to compete. Well, come on out to New Mexico, and let's try it here. And I'll give you guys the camera just for a minute and just say a word to the teams.
We're glad to be able to host this for the first time this year, and we're hoping that it'll grow and be an even bigger and greater event next year. So y'all come.
And would you like to say a few words to the teams?
Just come. We'll treat you right.
All right. Down here, yeah, I'm in the middle of New Mexico. I flew into Roswell. We found out that this weekend's also the UFO convention over here. I ain't even about to go down that way. And we're going to have us a good time. Make sure you check out all the action. And down the road, go back. We'll have a permanent record on our website from now on, all the videos and interviews. And we'll be bringing the logistics and what you'll face when you come down here. So I'm going to do a big 1, 2, 3. And let's say Smokin on the Pecos. 1, 2, 3.
Smokin on the Pecos.
All right, Daryl from Barbecue Superstars. Moving on.